Today we're going to talk about the power of bearing your own fruit. Yes, you can bear your own fruit. You do not have to be jealous of someone else's accomplishments. You don't have to be envious of what someone else has. You can grow you and grow your own fruit. In the last video that I made, The Power of a Slow Rain, you'll realize in there, at the close to the very end, I was talking about a tree. You see, your life is like a tree. What you're desiring to do in life is like a tree. It has to be planted. That means it has to be planted in good soil. You have to have several different vehicles in which you're generating revenue, several different vehicles in which you're using to accomplish your dreams. Probably you have to put your eggs in different baskets. You see, as you do that, you want to make sure that the soil that is conducive for growth. That means you have to work on you. You have to work on you in building your self-esteem. You have to work on you in building your personal growth. You have to work on you in getting rid of stinky thinking. You have to surround yourself with people that you can learn from, people that you could grow from. You have to go to seminars and take courses and take university courses and take courses on leadership and courses on being able to hear from your creator, courses that will help you in terms of nurturing you forward. You have to be able to do that. When you do that, you are proverbially planting your tree into good soil. When you plant that tree into good soil and you allow it to grow, you allow it to germinate and to grow, that means there has to be some time for growth. Yes, you're not going to be successful overnight. It's going to take time to grow, but it was with those consistencies, doing something consistent every day that takes you in the direction in which you're desiring. That's what you're trying to do. And as that tree grows, and as it grows and it nurtures, you're given the sunlight, the encouragement, the daily times in the good book, daily times meditating on positive things, and setting goals and literally executing those goals. You have to put what you're setting into action. You see, it's not just being on paper. You have to put it down and put it into action. And as you do that, it grows. That tree grows and it produces fruit. It produces fruit, but you want to nurture those fruits. You want to also be able to impart what you're learning, because you have to be able to take those fruits that you're learning and you have to sow them into other soils. You have to sow them, and by sowing them and by helping others, you will always get what you want. Zig Ziglar says it best when you said, if you help as many people get what they want, you will get what you want. So you see, in life, you don't want to just simply grow you. You want to help other people grow them. If you have a church or an organization or anything, you don't want to just think about the success of your organization. You want to think about the success of each and individual person. In a church, you want to make sure that you help your church members to grow in terms of their personal growth. You want to make sure they grow in terms of their business. You want to make sure that they grow in terms of their personal life, in terms of their work, in terms of their finances, in terms of other areas. Because as they grow in these areas, then the church becomes healthy. And as the church becomes healthy, then you'll have an awesome amount of resources to draw from. The same way with an organization. You don't want to just have your workers coming to work and work for you. You want to help them grow, because as you help them grow, they will help the organization grow. You see, if you have healthy workers, both spiritually, mentally, physically, socially, and economically, then they will be able to produce more. You see, so when you're looking at it, you're looking at people that you're mentoring or people that you're helping them, you want them to grow. They succeed at what they're doing, you will succeed at what you're doing. Because people you help to succeed will always come back and sow into you. People who you help to succeed will always come back and say thank you. People who you help to succeed causes you to level up. You see, a lot of times we have to realize the law of leveraging. You see, the law of leveraging in business is basically what it is that you take skills and expertise and you share it with others. And as you share with others, you end up with a percentage of what they create. You end up with a percentage of what they create. So as a result of that, then you have the law of leveraging working for you. You see, a lot of times we want to learn things and we don't want to share things. But you see, we have to build others. We got to grow others. People will say, well, you know what? They're not paying me for my services. They're not paying me for what I'm telling them. I have a rule. What you get from me for payment, you pay me to do it, is the same level or quality of work that you'll get from me if you weren't paying me to do it. You see, you got to be so good at what you do that people are willing to pay you for it. A lot of times people will say, well, you know what? I'm a teacher. And then whenever somebody's not paying them something, they just slap it together and just give them the bare minimum. Then, well, if they pay me, then I'll give them the real stuff. No, it shouldn't be that. What they get should be exactly the same quality. Whether you're helping a kid with their homework for 20 minutes or you're teaching a seminar for 3 hours, the quality of presentation, the quality of work, the quality of you should be exactly the same. You see, you can't just flip a switch and then all of a sudden then you become something else when people are paying you money. You see, what you do, you see, will always be what you will produce. If I'm going to buy a painting and I was to go to a friend's house and I see a painting, you never know if you are an artist that you're going to draw a painting for someone and you draw a painting or you paint a painting for someone and that person could only pay you do a $500 painting for someone. And you just slap it together because it's just $500. And you just, wow, they have it there in the house. But you don't know who they know. You don't know if they know a CEO or they know a banker or they know a millionaire or a billionaire. You don't know who they know. You don't know who's in their sphere of influence. So you see, as you put your all into it, and someone sees it, they look and they say, who painted that? I want something, and I want something bigger. You see, so all of a sudden, your name gets out there. Your name gets out there because of the quality of work that you did. So you see, as you grow in order to produce fruit, your quality has to be top notch. You have to do everything with a spirit of excellence. If you're going to help somebody cross the street, help them cross the street with the spirit of excellence. If you're going to give somebody advice, give them advice with the spirit of excellence. If you're going to do your homework, do it with the spirit of excellence. If you're going to share a story with someone, share it with the spirit of excellence. If you're going to pray for someone, pray with the spirit of excellence. If you're going to cook something, cook it with the spirit of excellence. If you're going to help somebody with their groceries, do it with the spirit of excellence. If you're mowing someone's yard, mow it with the spirit of excellence. If you're going to bake a cake for somebody, bake it with a spirit of excellence. If you're going to explain a complex situation to a child, do it with a spirit of excellence. Break it down. Bring it into the simplest form. Go the extra mile and explain with a spirit of excellence, because you do not know who will look at your work. You do not know who will ask questions about what you do, because you are setting up yourself right then and there. When you do things with the spirit of excellence, you're setting up yourself to produce fruit. And as you produce those fruit, and as those fruits are produced, they will bring success into your life. Success comes and success breeds, and success attracts success, and success attracts itself. So you see, you want to go out there and you want to always learn to produce your own fruit. And the only way you're going to produce your own fruit is that you're going to go out there and do things with a spirit of excellence. What we are we have to display to everyone. I want to share this thing, one last point with you before I go. Is as you become successful and as you start bearing your own fruit, treat each person with respect. Treat each person just like you would like them to treat you. A lot of times we talk down to people. A lot of times we yell and we scream at people. A lot of times what people see and how we treat workers or how we treat our friends is not the way we treat people when we're in public. But I want to encourage you that in order to bear your own fruits as well, your life has to be a living example of what you're sharing. So allow your life to line up with who you are. Allow your life to line up with the words that are coming out of your mouth. Allow your life to come square in line with what your Creator is doing in your heart. And go out there and bear some wonderful fruit. Go out there and love on others. Go out there and share with others. God bless you. And don't forget, hit the subscribe button below. Hit the subscribe button below. And remember, when you hit the subscribe button, don't forget to select the bell. Because by selecting the bell, it gives you this wonderful opportunity to be able to be notified whenever I add a new video. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.